I'm practicing my evangelizing skills today. So I wanted to talk about today's gospel, and um, it was really interesting to me. Like I feel like I learn something every single time I either read the Bible or I'm at church. So let's dig into today's, or at least a piece of today's gospel. So this is from Matthew chapter 11, and I'm starting at line 28. So it says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And I feel like we hear that quite a bit. That is a piece of scripture that many people are familiar with. But today, when I went to church, the priest talked about the significance of Jesus talking about the yoke, right? And when we say the yoke, we don't mean like an egg yolk, right? So a yoke is a piece of wood, right? It's a large piece of wood, and it has two holes like this. And what they would do back in the day is they would put an ox through one hole and then another ox through the second hole. And using their shoulders, they could actually pull behind them, like a cart or a plow or whatever. And obviously, it makes the work easier. What is really significant about the yoke, and this is the part that I did not know, is that what they do is they will take an ox that has much more experience, a bigger ox, and they'll put it in one of the holes. And then the second one, they'll put an ox that doesn't have as much experience. And so what happens is that the larger, more experienced ox will train the younger, less experienced ox on how to actually work the land, right? They will become they'll understand, the commands of the farmer and, how to turn and when to pull back and things like that. So I thought that was a really, really interesting piece that I didn't really know about the yoke. So the significance of it, it's like, take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. So by 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 taking upon the yoke with Jesus, he is showing you the way, and he's doing it in a very gentle way. And I think that is just so beautiful, right? So in the beginning, on line 28, it says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." So I think that's just a really, really, really interesting way of sharing with the disciples and the followers. Like, come with me, and I will ease your burdens. So really, really beautiful. I hope I explained that well. I mean, I felt like the priest did just such an amazing job, but really, it's really interesting when you think about, the more experienced ox, right, is going to take that younger one and show them the ropes, right? They don't use two strong ones, because what's going to happen, right? They're going to kind of like, I want to go this way, I want to go this way. So they instead use a more experienced ox, which would signify Jesus, right? Jesus knows the way to go. Jesus has the plan. He knows how to do this. And then the younger one, right? The younger one joins the older one and just kind of just follows along and learns what the older, more experienced oxen knows. And I just think that that's just so beautiful. So if that speaks to you, I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm learning how to evangelize. So let me know in the comments what you think. Have a great day.